Have you ever been to a restaurant where every single word, every interaction just makes you smile? Where you leave thinking, wow, that was an incredible experience? Well, that's not just a dream. It's the absolute power of perfect communication. Today, we're going to dive into 7 golden rules, inspired by hospitality expert Maurice, that can totally transform your service and turn every customer into a raving fan. Let's get into it.
First things first, let's just be clear about what's at stake here. A massive 86% of customers will never come back after just one bad experience. One! And you know what's wild? The source of most of that disappointment? It's not the food. Nope, it's communication. Oh, we've all been there, right? The server comes to the table holding 2 plates and asks that dreaded question. Who had the salmon? Or was it you who ordered this? It's such a small phrase, but it instantly shatters that whole illusion of a smooth, professional experience. This is exactly the kind of thing we're going to fix today.
So here's our game plan. We'll start by pinpointing that one costly mistake, and then we'll build a super solid foundation with organization and positivity. From there, we'll level up with the art of personalization, making every customer feel like a VIP and even anticipating what they need. And don't worry, we'll wrap it all up with a clear action plan to make it all happen.
All right, let's jump into Section 1, the costly mistake. We're going to really understand the true impact of these seemingly small communication fails.
And now for Section 2, the foundations. These first couple of rules, organization and positivity, they are the absolute bedrock for exceptional service. Get these right, and everything else follows.
Okay, rule number 1 is so simple. Get organized. When a server has to ask who ordered the salmon, it's more than just a question. It sends a huge flashing signal to your guests that says, we're disorganized. And the solution? It's actually beautifully simple. A seat numbering system. You just number the seats clockwise from the entrance. Then you commit to 2 weeks of focused training until it's just second nature for everyone. A quick daily checklist keeps everyone on track. This tiny system makes a massive difference.
And the difference is just night and day. You go from this chaotic questioning to silent, flawless service. Placing the right plate in front of the right person without saying a single word, that's not just efficient. It's a moment of pure, impressive professionalism. It's like magic.
Now, building on that solid foundation of organization is rule number 2. Embrace the power of positive communication. See, negative words just create a negative vibe. And get this, research shows that just using positive phrasing can boost customer satisfaction by up to 40%. It's all about reframing every situation as an opportunity.
Just feel the shift in energy here. A dead end like, we're out of the tartare, becomes an exciting opportunity. Our tartare was so popular, it's all gone. But let me tell you about our chocolate fondant. It's incredible. And you never ever end with a dismissive, is that all? Instead, try an inviting question like, would anything else make your meal absolutely perfect? Okay, so our foundations are in place. Now it's time to move beyond the basics. This next section is all about breaking free from that robotic, scripted service to create real, memorable connections with your guests.
I want you to think about that classic drive-by question. Is everything okay? It's just an automatic phrase, right? We say it 50 times a night, and your customers can feel it. In fact, a whopping 78% of them find these generic check-ins annoying. They just sound fake, because, well, they usually are.
The key here is to be specific, to be authentic. So instead of that generic, is everything okay, ask a real question. Something like, what do you think of the sauce on the sea bass? Or, what's your first impression? And when they leave, don't just say bye. Try something warm like, it was a real pleasure looking after you this evening.
Section 4 is a core philosophy, a real mindset shift. Treat every single customer like a VIP. Let's dive into how to put them at the absolute center of the experience. Now, rule number 4 is all about a subtle but seriously powerful shift in your language. Stop talking about yourself, the restaurant, and start talking about the customer. It's simple psychology, really. Using the word you more than we or I centers the entire experience around them. It makes them feel valued, special, and in control.
Listen to the difference. We have 3 wines by the glass. Okay, that's a fact. But you can enjoy 3 exceptional wines by the glass. See, that's an invitation. I need your order is a demand, but what dish is calling to you tonight? Starts a conversation. It's a tiny change in wording with a huge psychological payoff.
Rule number 5 just builds on this by focusing on elegance and respect. You know, certain words can feel a little harsh without us even realizing it. Follow me, for instance, sounds a bit like a military command.
Instead, try something graceful, like, let me show you to a wonderful table for your evening. This is the palace mindset, treating every single guest like royalty with language that's warm yet refined.
And now for the really advanced stuff. Section 5, anticipate to impress. These final techniques are what will take your service from great to completely unforgettable by selling without even asking.
Rule number 6 is all about upgrading your language. Your food is amazing, so your words should be amazing too. Let's stop using boring, generic words like good. Is the fish really just good, or is it exquisite? Is the sauce good, or is it deliciously savory?
And the same thing goes for the word dish. It's not just a dish, it's the chef's creation, or it's our house specialty. Using a gourmet vocabulary like this makes the food sound as incredible as it tastes, building that excitement before the plate even hits the table.
And our final rule, number 7, is maybe the truest mark of a real service professional: anticipation. The best restaurants in the world never ask, would you like some water? They just bring it. They don't ask if you want sugar with your coffee, they bring it alongside the cream. This proactive service makes the customer feel completely and effortlessly taken care of.
Okay, so we've covered all 7 rules, but theory is nothing without action, right? So let's get to our final section, a super clear transformation plan to make this all happen in just 30 days.
Here's exactly how you do it. Week 1 is all about the basics, get the team trained on these rules and set up that numbering system. Week 2 is all practice, 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 using daily role-playing to build these new habits. In week 3, you'll get feedback and fine-tune your approach. By week 4, you're focusing on mastery, and you can actually start measuring that very real increase in customer satisfaction. It's a simple, manageable path to excellence.
These 7 rules honestly have the power to revolutionize your service. So the only question left is this one. Which rule are you going to apply starting tonight? You don't have to do everything at once. Just pick one, master it, and then just watch what happens. Your customers will absolutely notice, and believe me, so will your bottom line.